Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday of this week. Today we have a quiz, so hopefully you're ready for it. Those of you who stopped in yesterday to the Google Hangouts, thanks for coming. I saw Daniel, I saw Kyle, I saw Emily, Shawnee, Cathal. Hope I didn't forget anybody. Landon. Thank you guys for always showing up and being there, asking good questions, checking on your work. We really appreciate it, Ms. Kia, Ms. Davis, and I. So today we got a quiz, and like I said, to those of you who showed up for the review, we went over some stuff to make sure that you guys were good on the math work from Monday and Tuesday. Today we have a quiz. It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 questions. Shouldn't take you too long. Especially if you've been doing all your work and checking in with everything that we've been doing. And after today, Friday, I'm going to post another lesson, but that won't be due until Monday. Then we have a review, one more lesson and a review and a test next week, and we'll be done with this chapter. So let's get going to the review. So let's take a look at what we're going to be working on today. Let's put me up here right now. Here's the review that you guys are going to see. This is what it looks like. So you have a chart. There's 4 charts, 2 questions for each chart. For the first chart here, it says write an equation using a pattern. So you have to try to figure out what is the difference between these 2 digits and these 2 numbers and these 2 numbers. And that difference is going to give us what our rule is. And we're going to use that rule to create a pattern. So it's going to be our input, and I'm going to go over this one with you, but you'll have to do the rest of them. The input here is A, so it'll be A plus or minus. I'm not going to tell you which one, but it's going to be addition or subtraction. Whatever the difference is here, whatever that number is, whatever the rule is, equals B, our output. And that's all you're going to have here where it says write an equation. A, or for this one, it's A plus or minus some digit equals whatever the output is, and the output here is B, so that would be the letter B. Then you're going to use that equation to solve the next 3, to find the next 3 terms in this input-output chart. You're going to repeat that over here for this next one. The letters change, so your letters in your equation are going to be X and Y. Remember, on the far right side, after the equal sign is always the output. So we always know what that letter is going to be. So that should, help you out. And this is going to be whatever the difference is between this number and this number. And then see if that rule continues, the difference between here and here. And then the rule for the pattern between here and here. It'll be our input plus or minus whatever that rule is equals our output. Then you're going to use that equation to solve the next 3 terms. So there should be 3 terms written on this line. The next problem, your input and output are C and D. So you have to figure out what the difference is between this number and this number and this number. And if it's add, subtract, multiply, or divide, you're going to use that equation to solve the next 3 terms. Find one more equation, these letters are R and S, and use that to solve those next 3 terms. For the next part, you're just solving the order of operation problems here. There's 5 problems. Just remember that we start with whatever's in parentheses, and then once we're done adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing whatever is in the parentheses, then we move on to multiplication or division. And once we do that, then we do our addition and subtraction. And if there are no parentheses, then we do multiplication and division first, and then adding and subtracting. And if there is only multiplication and division, or only addition and subtraction, we always work from left to right. So that's what you're going to do for this section. And then there's 2 word problems. Both word problems start with the same information. If Dharma babysits 2 hours, she earns $14. If she babysits 4 hours, she earns $28. That's the same for both problems. The first question here is asking you to write the equation that describes the relationship between the amount of money that Dharma earns, which is B, and the number of hours she is babysitting, which is A. So if the total amount is B, we know that B is going to be our output. So I guess where that goes in the equation if it's the output. And then you're going to use that equation that you develop for this problem right here. You're going to write the equation here. And then down here, you're going to use that equation to solve how much money does Dharma earn if she babysits for 6 hours. Then that's it for your work today. We'll have a Google, or actually, you know what? I think I'm going to post the lesson Thursday. That way you'll have Thursday and Friday to do. Just changed it in my head. You'll have Thursday and Friday to get the lesson done, and then we'll go from there. But I will still do the Google Meets on Thursday. So if you have any questions, and other than that, have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. The weather just keeps getting nicer as the week goes on. I know Friday is supposed to be 80, so let's get that lesson posted on Thursday, so that way Friday you can get outside and enjoy 80-degree weather and have a nice weekend. Other than that, thank you, everybody. Make sure you keep checking your emails. A lot of you that I've been emailing haven't been emailing back, which is a little concerning, but I can't force you to email me back. You gotta try to do that on your own. Other than that, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.